I'm going to make a couple of Excel scatter plots with trend lines and R-square values. And I want to show you how to do that using the examples given to us. So first thing I do is go over here and I am going to highlight this data here. I'm going to use Control C once I get it highlighted here. Let's try one more time. We're going to use Control C, which is copy, to copy that data. And we're going to go over to Excel and we're going to paste that data here. So I went down a couple of blocks and over a couple of blocks, and now I have this data table that I copied off the internet. Next thing I'm going to do is highlight these two. I'm going to zoom out just a bit. I'm going to highlight these two columns, including the headers, and I'm going to choose Insert, Scatter Plot, and I'm choosing the first option. And it will automatically fill in a title. I also want to go in and add the axis titles. So now I have the axis titles put in there. Here's my graph. I'm going to move the graph around a bit and I'm going to stretch it out. And now I can see that data. I'm going to right click on one of the data points and tell it add trend line. And that will change the options here. If you scroll down this list on the right, you will see display equation on chart and R-square value on chart. So we're going to make those two selections. And you can see right here, I'm going to make that larger by increasing the font size so you can read this comfortably. So now you see the y equals mx plus b format, and it has an R-square value of 0.9224. So think about that like a 92% goodness of fit. So that tells us that just a little bit of variation is coming from other variables. So that's the first one. I'm going to scroll down the page a little bit and we're going to do the next one. So here's our next data set. I'm going to highlight this, Control C, Command C on an Apple, oof, and then go to Excel, paste the data, and I have this little table. Remember, the independent variable is first, the dependent variable is second. I'm going to select this data table, choose Insert, Scatter Plot, and again I want to add in those axis titles. Bike weight is for the x-axis. And the jump height is for the y-axis. Right click on one of the data points and choose Add Trend Line. Scroll down to the bottom, choose Display Equation on Chart, and display R-square value on the chart. And again, I am going to increase the size of those fonts so you can see it. Move that over so it's a little more convenient. Stretch this so it's a little bigger. So you can see the trend line is added here. Here's your y equals mx plus b format, and it's got an R-square value of 0.98. So think about that like a 98% goodness of fit. So that is how you produce the scatter plots needed for the exercise we will be doing.